between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Noles will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
We're going to go ahead and hit this Sixers parlay.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house.
Scruff, McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
And he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
No, they did their job. Still remember that shit to this fucking day.
Of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1950.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Chicago, man. See
There's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when the first one this rivalry started. So many games that were so important, they had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Unloads quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early in the offense.
Yeah, I was like, damn, sure. This must have been when he fucking was like, man, this bitch be playing,
and
bro.
The Canes are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Give to the back. Brings him to the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess with it. Like,
Miss Diane.
when you see an opening, a lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play.
No, nigga, that's like, you know, she was, had that nigga start crying in the middle of a song, nigga.
And a good jungle of
damn,
coverage by
man,
that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Smith wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's all chop. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
And I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QB sees easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Yeah, is Tattoo still out? Oh, no, she's sick.
You're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the
Sabrina's
big
out.
loss on the last
Oh,
play.
man.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make
Michael,
a
are you
decision
talking
quick,
about me?
It makes it easier for the secondary, for the
Yes,
linebackers,
bitch.
for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Life is so carefree. Who is on this damn team?
And the Noles with the 1st and 10.
Let me kick out the 10 pound.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Miss Diane.
Tight ends aren't just line up and block guys.
Yeah.
These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature
you a
them
nurse.
more and more in the passing game.
Smith dropping to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They just keep firing. Steps away. He's got it on the run. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job on the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That's pretty guys. Key. Oh, yeah, some of these chinks.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Passionate. Nope.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pass play, they hoped, would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. They can use this
this.
Blake Snell
Come
back?
out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much
Oh,
more
I said Blake
important
Snell's coming
because
back today.
everybody is going to
Oh,
feed
hey,
off
come
that
on.
first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
Oh, damn. I should have put Freddie Free for the...
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Yes. Y'all about to play today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Back up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw. It's nickel.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Dances away.
Yeah.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force quarterback.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Yo.
They'll put the ball in play.
I'm like, real nigga, what up?
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot,
next time
they're going to have to do a lot
can you
better.
tell here so you won't fucking ask me?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield.
Next time you lead the lead, make sure you tell Veer so you won't ask me.
Broke on 2nd down, the 3rd down's coming up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm
Well, I care.
I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line.
No, I like this one. Well, you know what? Well, let's play some heartfelt music shit. Nah, let's play some heartfelt music.
Nice job on the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the ground.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass.
I just be on fucking Peacock and NBC all the time. Or ABC.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Yo.
Looking for a man.
Yo.
It's Nickel. Flips it out on the screen. No, sir.
I'm sorry, this is the first song I've ever heard of Meek.
Defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side.
You hear it.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle.
J. Bell
Get this guy the ball in space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Nope. 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 Kai Bates.
They'll give up the football.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Flies it out of the air. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball for 33.
I love the QB here. He holds it,
Man, this shit was so
just long
dumb in the
enough to let
club,
the
bro.
receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he
Yes.
can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Turn the lights off. Fucking lights start flashing and shit. Racked up, shower. Oh.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And they
Another song you
exploited
go hard
that
back
soft
in the
spot. They get it down to the 35.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it. They have completely flipped the field.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. On the run, it's Sawchuk. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field.
I want to know where they got that video from.
Zone. Let's get the call.
That might have been her husband. Like he paid somebody to follow her because the bitch always talking shit about him.
They'll go to the air. This time he's got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass.
This nigga threw a red. Come on.
But the long pass is incomplete.
You can't get open to move
in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest
can't get more open than that.
College football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
Strawberry lemon.
So hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And I missed him.
Absolute shank. Missed him. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Did you watch the receiver show?
Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And
He loved his drill.
the last
So
couple
he
of years,
doesn't
man. You left some points off the scoreboard there, too.
Banging,
This motherfucker got a cool little townhouse out there. Nothing crazy. They got a whole fucking thing of crazy ass jewelry.
You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great job by that defender. And he
put
timed that
all this
snap
shit on him.
perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative
Blank.
play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Through the air, it's Nickel. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Pick that shit off, man, you bum.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the
talking
final
like
2
starters.
minutes.
I hate it.
On the ground, it's Acham. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I wish a nigga would tell me to fucking leave.
The big fella in the middle.
Nigga,
Man,
fuck
those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And Josh Hart.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making adjustments. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way.
So Nick Nurse, that's what Nick Nurse ran too.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nickel. Going for the big play.
You take that.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but
About to swim to call me a Ghostface Killer.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass. And that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Go crazy.
pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
18, the hard way.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Why the?
They'll give him
Whoa!
Justin,
You got to be tripping.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started. In their
Bum today.
territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Yeah, you will.
And
Yeah, you are.
crushes it right through the upright.
Homie, it's over.
That
Piss,
late in
I'm the
half field
closer.
goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and
I'm a
not allow
hustler.
them to answer.
I'm his pipe dream.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Little Braves, little Doyers.
For halftime. Looking downfield, it's
My
Nickel.
last time, nigga, go do your research.
He
St.
holds
Thomas, my
one deep
nigga.
down the
That was
left
me
side.
first.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first
So?
half.
No. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
That's the end of the
Got a lot of
second quarter.
motherfuckers
That
over
means
there.
it's time to join
They still got a
Kevin
lot of
and
motherfuckers
our
over there.
halftime update.
They could afford to lose him. They could afford to lose somebody else, too, honestly.
Just about set to get this second half
I
underway.
want to trade somebody to get a picture.
Looks like he's going to bring it out.
Because they're blood and
Rolling the
bright.
dice
They're
to
nice.
bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Well, trade PCA to the Dodgers.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Looking deep. Pulls it in on the way. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense. And he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some
Nobody
plays.
has even talking shit to
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage,
to
man,
motivate
can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Can I get control of him? Look at the cut to the middle.
of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film,
anticipating. He should have just had
this
one.
Offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver.
He ain't got no fucking deep waves.
Everybody on defense on the same page.
Nah,
playing
I want
together.
fucking
I love it.
tsunamis up
Behind
there.
the chains
But
now
that
on
motherfucker
second and
shit.
long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do.
I got ties to
game.
everything.
It's kind of been a rock
Everybody
fight on
fucking
both
with
sides.
It'll be third and long.
Everybody fucks out.
Smith wants to throw. Looking left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Third and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football.
That technically means that y'all wanted to,
and they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
A lot of yardage in front of them. First and 10 from their own 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars that the Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Zips it out to his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense.
There he goes. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Some of them were like going like close,
keep giving him the football.
but a handful of them, he was damn near touching the front line, so that should be like taking an interference or something.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now,
Why you flip?
Score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Takes the handoff. It's Ocha. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Leaves it with the running back. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Smith dropping to pass. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Leaves it with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Trying to barge chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Miami. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory.
Fucking... Oh, yeah. You're about to do
that. Worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Makes the grab on the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle.
Why is he open, bro? I mean, man, like, what's going on?
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Canes are flying down the field. Quick handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quick.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block back out. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
That's caught. It's Durham. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
They'll run play action. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got him downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Release to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles in the hurry up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. The give to the single back. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert up. Turning it on! Past the 30. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing we can do to stop this.
A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, the QB is so